Hey guys, how you doing? Dave here. A very special welcome back to Cook and Share. There's nothing I like better than a good dinner roll. Nice and fluffy, just goes great with any kind of protein, appetizer, side dish, whatever you're having. You can go out and buy them, but I like making my own. I just love the house filled with the aroma of fresh baked bread. So we're going to make them up on our own. I'll show you how to do this. Stay with us and let's get started. Okay guys, so let's kick things off with our yeast mixture here. Now what I've got is half a cup of warm water. This is about 110 degrees. And I'm going to add in 2.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast. This stuff is really active. And a teaspoon of sugar just to make things really jump around. And I'm going to take my spoon here and mix this up. So what we're going to do is put this in a warm, dry place for about 5 or 10 minutes, just until it becomes foamy and bubbly. Meanwhile, while our yeast is getting all foamy and bubbly, we're going to start with the dry mixture. And I'm going to combine 3 cups of flour, and this is just all-purpose flour, with a 1/4 cup of sugar. I like my dinner rolls a little on the sweet side. If you don't, you can cut back on that. To about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just kind of eyeball this. You can get the measuring spoon out if you like. And I'm going to take my whisk and mix this until it's well incorporated. Now the wet ingredients, starting with a 1/4 cup of melted butter. And this is unsalted butter. 2 eggs. And I put them in a bowl so I don't get shells in. And the yeast mixture, and just look at this guys, how foamy and bubbly this is. Now I'm going to use the mixer with the dough hooks and we'll mix this up just until the dough forms. Kind of funny, I was baking with somebody at one time and they said, "Who's been drinking here?" And I said, "The yeast. The yeast always smells like beer." And you can always beat this by hand or use the electric mixer, whatever you like. Just as long as it's not sticky. Next up, I'm going to lightly flour a surface. Put the dough on, and we're going to knead this for about 5 minutes. And you want it nice and smooth, something like that. So I'm just going to make this into a ball. Okay, I'm going to oil up my bowl here, and I've cleaned this out just a little bit. Set the dough in, and give it a swirl around, and then a flip over, just so you get some oil on it. Slip some cling wrap over the top, and we're going to set this aside in a warm place for about an hour, just so it doubles in size. Okay guys, once we've doubled in size, or tripled or quadrupled, man that's big. I'm going to remove the wrap. I can just feel the heat come from that. And I'm just going to give it a tap to release the gas in the air. And I'm just going to pull it out of the bowl and place it on a surface here. So what I've done is kind of formed it into a disc shape, and I'm just going to divide this into 4 pieces. Now what I'm going to do is grab up each piece and just kind of form it into a log. Something like that. Then take my cutter and divide each log into 4. So it's pretty easy math. It's 4, 4, 4, 4. Then simply grab each piece and form it into a ball. So what we're going to get is a total of 16 balls here. Or 16 dinner rolls once they're done. Next up, I'm going to take a fairly deep 9x13 baking dish, and I'm going to spray this up with some baking spray and get all those edges. You can do this with butter too if you like. Okay, take our dinner rolls and place them in. And you want a bit of space in between, so I think each one about 3 is perfect. After that, I'm going to go ahead and cover these with a damp cloth. And then we're going to place them in a warm place for about half an hour for the second proofing. After about sitting for half an hour, we'll do the unveiling. Ooh, and just look at this, guys. They look like dinner rolls. And they've risen a little bit more. And we're going to bake these in a 375 degree Fahrenheit oven for about, I'd say 17 to 20 minutes. After about 17 minutes, there they are, guys, just beautifully done. Now it's time to brush it up with some melted butter to make it all glossy and shiny and pretty like. These smell incredibly good. So let's go ahead and cut into this and see what we have. Oh, they cut so easily. Just so good. Okay, let's go ahead and pick this up and see what we have. Oh, don't these look wonderful? And I'm just gonna break this open. So fluffy, moist, and tender. The steaming bun, just incredible. And you can serve this up with your favorite spread, margarine, butter, whatever you like. In the morning, they go great with a coffee, tea, some jam, peanut butter, or just the way they are. My goodness, these are so good. Like I've said probably 10 times, they're nice, they're fluffy, they're a little on the sweet side, which I really like. These are just incredible. You have to make them. For the full scoop on this recipe and many other great recipes, head on over to cookandshare.com. All kinds of cool stuff over there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time, guys.